Most people think becoming a millionaire is about making a huge salary. Wrong. It's about something far more boring and far more powerful. It's about starting early, investing small, and letting time do the heavy lifting. Let me show you how a person in their 20s or 30s can quietly turn a few $100s a month into millions inside a Roth IRA. No hype, no lottery tickets, just math and patience. Imagine this. You're 25 years old. You decide to invest just $200 a month into a Roth IRA. Not $2,000, not a windfall, just $200, less than most people spend eating out in a week. Now let's assume something conservative, not crypto moonshots, not meme stocks, just a long-term average market return of about 8% per year, what the S&P 500 has historically delivered over time. Here's where it gets interesting. You invest $200 a month for 40 years. That's it. You don't increase it. You don't try to time the market. You just stay consistent. By age 65, what do you think you have? $200,000, $500,000. Try closer to $700,000 invested. But here's the real shock. Because of compounding interest, that doesn't grow into $700,000. It grows into roughly $1.2 to $1.4 million from $200 a month. Let that sink in. Now let's push it further. What if you invest $300 a month? You don't change your life. You just cut back a little more aggressively. Now you're looking at $1.8 to $2.1 million at retirement. And here's the part most people completely misunderstand. It's not the money you put in that makes you rich. It's the time your money has to compound. Because compounding doesn't grow in a straight line. It explodes later. In the beginning, it feels slow, almost pointless. For the first 5 to 10 years, you'll look at your account and think, this is it? But then something happens. The gains start earning gains, and then those gains earn gains. And suddenly your portfolio is growing more in a year than you contributed in several years combined. That's when it shifts from saving money to owning a machine that makes money. Now let's talk about why a Roth IRA is so powerful in this equation. A Roth IRA means you invest after-tax dollars today, and all the growth is tax-free forever. So when you retire, you don't owe taxes on that $1 million, not on the gains, not on the withdrawals, nothing. It's legally one of the most powerful wealth-building tools in the United States. But here's the catch. It only works if you give it time. And this is where most people lose. They wait. They say, I'll start when I make more. I'll start when things calm down. I'll start next year. But next year becomes 5 years, and those 5 years, they're not just time lost. They're compound growth you can never get back. Because the biggest advantage in investing is not intelligence. It's starting earlier than other people. Let's make this real. 2 people. Person A starts at 25, invests $200 per month. Person B starts at 35, invests $400 per month, double the money. Who wins? Almost every time. Person A. Why? Because Person A had an extra 10 years of compounding, and those 10 years are worth more than doubling contributions later. That's how powerful time is. So here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to pick winning stocks. You don't need to beat the market. You just need to do something most people can't. Stay consistent when it feels like nothing is happening. Because wealth isn't built in big moments. It's built in boring ones, automatic deposits, index funds, decades of patience and ignoring the noise. So if you take anything from this, take this. Start earlier than you feel ready. Start smaller than you think matters. But start for long enough that compounding can actually work. Because the difference between someone who ends up with $50,000 and someone who ends up with $1.5 million isn't income. It's time. And the decision to not wait for it.